Hi, welcome to another Roboflow training movie. Today I'm going to create a workflow that processes records and removes a category and then adds a new one. I started with creating a new workflow and I chose the hot collection template, or when you create a workflow it's called process records, list of records. So I'm setting the interval, I'm going to run it on demand, and in the parameters I'm going to select the catalog, and it's the sample catalog, okay, and the query. Well, in this example I'm going to look for any record that is in a category. I'm saying categories and equals test delete. If you ever have any doubts about this syntax, just go to the find window in your Cumulus client and construct the string there, test it and copy paste it to here. You can always test it here as well by clicking on the test button. If we look in Cumulus client, I created a category test delete, and there are 3 records attached. So I'm going here and I'm going to process the categories of a record. So I'm looking for the functionalities of a category and I'm saying process the categories from a record. Okay, and then which record? The current record, which is called hot, and then the category path starts with. So you can say I'm only interested in categories from the $categories tab or from another tab. So I would say that this is $categories. I only want to process the $categories one. And then I'm saying this is the category from record. So now I click here to open this instruction. So I'm going to go inside here and I'm going to do something with a category. I'm going to store the path of the category because I want to, in a few moments I want to log this, and it's nice to know what category I was just removing. So I'm storing the path of the category as text. Which one? Well, the category from the record, and I'm going to call this, well, category path is fine. And then another new instruction. Now I'm gonna write this to the log, so I'm gonna notify my log, write text to log, and I'm going to say category to delete colon hash. And that's about the only inline scripting that you have to remember from the old version, is that all variables, all results from other functionalities can be called with this simple tag instruction. So it was called category path. If you are having doubts, you can just do this and you can see it. The result was category path. So, okay, that's what I want to use, and I'm going to log. It's always a good idea to add sensible text. So write text to log. So I'm saying write category path to log. That way. Good. So now the next instruction is that we're going to delete that category. Again, we're looking for Cumulus category instructions, and we are going to say remove category from record. I click OK. He says which category, and I'm saying variable to process of record to process is the hot record, and that's it. And that's how you remove it. And now after that we can say now I want to add a new category. And so how do I do that? I can say this category, add category to record, but I'm going to do that just to show you. If I do add category, it asks for the category and we don't have it yet. So I'm going to set this, add new category to record, and I'm going to go one level up. I first need to get that category or create, depending if it's something that exists or not. So I'm going to say store a category from a path. So the variable to use is for the catalog, and this is something that you can probably, if you ever doubt in a drop-down list what the current catalog, the current record, or the current category is that is offered by the workflow, it's always hot. Path of the category, well, I'm saying /categories / test new, and then I can say I want to create if it's missing or not. So create if it's missing, and then I'm saying category path output variable is the category by path, and new new category. I like to use dashes, it makes it a little bit more readable. You can put spaces as well, but store create new category from path. So what happens now in the next instruction, where we still have to set this, this nicely appears. You see? Be careful, you see, for instance, in this drop down that you are using this new category by path. Should you go back to this instruction and change this name, it will not automatically change it in the next instruction. So you have to take care of that. What we now can do is we can actually here test if this really was successful. So in the conditional, we can say test if result exists. Okay, and output variable to test, we can say category from record. No, I want to test if new category by path, if that exists, and type of result. Was it something with a tag? Yes, it was a cumulus category. And then I can say test if new category exists, and then I just say test, and I copy it here, make my instructions well documented. So here I'm copying this, and that means that this one can only go in there if it exists, otherwise I cannot use it. So I cut it, I paste it, make sure the triangle is pointing downwards, facing downwards, and then I do paste, and now the instruction is in here. And I could add another path, another log saying I added this new category. And so or I could just say when it fails, I could say new conditional test else. And so if then else, test else. Else what? Well, if this is not valid, test else. Then now I'm going to write new, and I'm going to do notification. You could send an email to somebody saying, oh, I failed to create this category. In this case, I'll keep it simple. Fail to add new. Oh, that was a little bit of Dutch. New category. And we can say $categories / test new. So add failed message file. Add field message. So this is a quick example on how to do this. The only thing left is, of course, now to go and test it. So don't forget always to save, because whatever you did at this point so far is lost if you decide to close your browser or just leave it open there for a couple of hours. It will definitely be lost. You always have to make sure that you save your work.